Hey guys, it's Mindie and welcome back to another art video. So for today's video is the long-awaited episode of the sketchbook tour. And this is my 6th sketchbook because I went back and count which one came first and the next, you know? And from here on out, I'll probably be renaming all my sketchbooks. For this one I'm currently working on right now is the 7th sketchbook. So yeah, from here on out, I'll be dating which one's my 8th sketchbook, my 7th sketchbook, and so on and so forth. So this sketchbook took me so long. As you can tell, it's very thick. It's a lot thicker than this one because I'm pretty sure I'll complete this one definitely sooner than this guy because this guy took me 9 months. 9 long months, you guys. Seriously. And I am so proud of myself that I completed this big of a sketchbook, and to you guys it may not sound a huge accomplishment, but it is for me. So as you can tell, this sketchbook is in the Sketch With Me videos a whole lot, and you may see some sketches in that videos. So yeah. And this sketchbook came with a dust jacket, but I took it off because, you know, it sucked, and I technically taped it down because it's tearing at the seams. So yeah, anyways, let's get started with this first page. So the first thing that I drew is my materials because I don't know what to draw for my first page. So I drew materials on what I used at the time, and I still currently use them now, but I did lost my pencil and I lost this pen. So these two are gone and they're now replaced. So whatever that is. And I started on 9th December of 2017 till 7th of August 2018. And it's been a while. I knew I should have done the sketchbook sooner, but whatever. Some skirt doodles. I guess these aren't really that good now that I look at it. Some fan art of the new Frozen movie that I don't remember the name of. Yeah, and I did prop this up. I don't think you guys can see this, so let me just find something to prop it up. There we go, much better. And yeah, so there's some doodles with my purple pencil, and here's some crystal studies. I'm pretty sure I don't use reference. Some pen doodles, more pen doodles. This one is I don't know, My Little Pony sketch. I really liked how Pinkie Pie's eyes turned out. I still really like that. This one is something, it's kind of like an experiment. I didn't really have a liner at me at the moment, so I just kind of went in with Copics and see how it looked, and I felt like it looked really good. More guy sketches. More guy sketches because I don't draw guys so much. I need to practice drawing guys. I don't know, just like a doodle, trying to work with watercolor. Nice. This is the first concept art of Oliver, my OC, my baby. Yeah, there's that. He looks very young in this one, but as he goes on, he does look older, but I don't know. Trying to work with different skin tones. Grayscale landscapes, and the, what do you call it? The concept art of my first Mindie's Mystic video. If you want to see that video, I'll have a link boop, 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 up there. Yeah. Studies with hands, and just kind of like a little wash in the background to make it look more interesting. Landscape studies. Pen doodles, I kind of highlighted the one I liked. This one is just kind of like a video idea, but it never really came out. This one I followed a tutorial online, and yeah, I think it looked pretty cool. Not the best, but you know. Some pen, or not pen, kind of purple pencil sketches. Trying to work with purple. My very first galaxy, because as the sketchbook progresses, I felt like my sketchbook or my galaxy skills got so much better. So here's my very first, and I don't like it at all. This is what's during Christmas, and I drew Cuphead or Mugman because they're my cute cup bros. So yeah. I don't know, mermaid sketch thing that I lined. Here's more progression, I guess. More progression of galaxies. I like that. Some more sketches. I had kind of lined the one I liked and did a wash in the background. This one is like an idea of what I wanted to do, but didn't look that well because this page ruined it. Because like, as you can see, there's like black smudges on it, and I'm really sad about that. So yeah, I really like this galaxy, by the way. It's kind of like a rainbow galaxy. I did do a recolor of this, but this one still looks so much better. I don't know if you guys can see this. This one is kind of like an experiment, and this one is more landscapes using masking fluid. Yeah. It was around the New Year's, and I wanted to draw something, so I drew this. The proportions are so off, but whatever. More experiments with watercolor. The 5 marker challenge, because I was doing it with one of my friends, and this looks kind of okay. I don't know. More galaxy doodles and pink sketch. More challenges. It's a 3 marker challenge, so I created a mermaid out of that. This one's one of my outfits that my mom wears, so I was like, that looks cute, let me draw that, and I did. This was around sports day, and this was included in the another Sketch With Me video, which I'll have linked up here if you want to go check that out. But it was sports day. Smiling through the pain because it hurt so bad. Like, everything was so heavy and the heels just hurt. So yeah. Again, featured in the Sketch With Me video, link up there. Featured more sketches and trying to work out with anatomy, but still featured in that Sketch With Me video. More doodles, trying to work with the no line art style. Looks pretty cool. I don't like this mermaid, just ignore that, and let's focus on this guy. Trying to work with masking fluid and galaxies in the background. I think it looked pretty cool. Yeah, just really like the style. More sketches. Yeah, trying to highlight the one I like just to make it look more interesting. More sketches, and this one is kind of like a converted color of this one. Like, the background's green and this one's background's pink, and she's pink and now he's green. I don't know. More Hamilton fan art just to kind of fill something on the disgusting page. Monochromatic study, I guess, with just like only the same color family. Post-it card that my friend gave me. This one is a doodle of a pose I found online. I think it's pretty cool. This is more Oliver sketches because he's my boy and I need to draw him more often. And here's his official color scheme. He's cute. Didn't really do anything on this smudge page. Here's more Eliza fan art. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah. More Hamilton fan art because I really like Hamilton. Give this video a like if you like Hamilton. This is kind of something I came up with. I don't really like it because the pose is kind of off. It kind of looked weird and it just got dark. Whatever. This is kind of like a, I don't know, experiment with clothing, and it looked a lot like Theodosia, but I didn't mean for her to look like Theodosia. An Undertale spread. Nice, nice. I still really like how this turned out though. It took me so long. Yeah. Some more pen doodles, and I don't know, another pen doodle. I still think this one turned out really well. I kind of messed up on some parts, but whatever. Valentine's Day, people. So this is how the people I found on, or like the people I saw on Valentine's Day at my school. There's the overly excited one, Valentine's Day hater, the gifter, the cute couples, and the forever alone. Comment down below which one you are. Let me take this out now. Okay. I'm trying to work with gradients. More pen sketches. I really like how she turned out. She's my favorite one. I felt like I captured how the model looks, so I like it. This is just like a mess page. I don't like that. This was following a tutorial online, and I don't think it looked pretty good because in the video it was digital art, but I try to do traditional art, which is kind of like an opposite of what this whole ordeal is. But whatever. This one is Casey Golden's birthday. I really recommend you go check her out. She's pretty cool. More sketches, kind of make it look more interesting. And this is kind of like a video idea of something that I never got around to doing because it sucked. But if you wanted to see a video of this, let me know in the comments. Yeah, more anatomy sketches and some doodles featured in a video, link up here, which is the how to find motivation and inspiration. Also in the video, some more hand sketches. This one was trying to work with watercolor and just kind of get the grasp of it, so here's more of that. If you want to read that, go ahead. This one was one of my friends in real life and on Instagram, so yeah. This was my Claire concept, so she turned out pretty different. We're not that different, but she was trying to work out with different ideas of her. Some color palette, sketches, studies, whatever. And here's her official color scheme. Cool. This was the Galaxy recolor that I told you guys about, but I still like the old one better, so whatever. But yeah. Fox doodle. You can kind of flip it. And some fire studies, because why not? More sketches of Claire, because I figured I haven't drawn her in a while. And yeah, I kind of figured out she works at a maid cafe because she looks so cute in a maid outfit, so I'll do that. Here's Oliver's family. Landscape I found on Pinterest, but I kind of copied it off of, if you know what I'm saying. But the one on Pinterest still looks so much better. Here's Coco, the Disney Coco movie sketches. I just saw it and I was like, oh, it's so cute and so sad. I really recommend you go watch that movie. So Abigail. Another Galaxy? I don't know. Trying to work with like a color palette and I really like how it turned out. So yeah. This one was a redraw of my really old MLPOC. More MLP doodles, and here's just like a swatch of watercolors that my friend gave me for Secret Santa, and here's something I did out of these watercolors. Not the best watercolors, I wouldn't recommend them, but they're still nice, you know? Cuphead and Mugman, because they're my two favorite cup boys from the Quest to Find the Ink Machine, or Bendy and Boris Quest to Find the Ink Machine. Still, that Gwet comic was so good. Check it out. Sketches, more anatomy studies. Trying to work with a rainbow gradient. Didn't really work out. This one was a redraw of something in my older sketchbook, which I'll have link up here if you haven't seen that sketchbook tour. So yeah, I still think I've improved somewhat. So yeah, more blobs. I wanted to try blobs, so I did it. Oh well. Some shoe studies. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did copy these off of something. This one is a study of something. It's kind of fun to the impossible because I don't know how to do realism, so there's that. Landscape studies, both from memory and from reference. More, I don't know, landscape, I guess. This one's more landscapes because I figured I haven't done landscapes in a while, and I did do like these tiny little galaxies. So yeah, I kind of covered up the ones I don't like because I don't like this one and I don't like this one, so I covered it up. And so here's more Hamilton fan art because why not? More blobs. I really like this page, but I was kind of working with my old Crayola markers, so I really like how this turned out. It looked pretty cool. This one is kind of like a, sorry if it's spinning everywhere, animal studies, I guess, because I was trying to work with different animals, stuff like that. Move down a little bit. And I do a Boston Terrier and a Japanese bobtail. So, I like how it turned out. This one is my Crayola Super Tip Markers 50 set, and I got this. Probably should do the Crayola marker challenge soon though, but yeah. This one was a fail. I decided to cut it out because I couldn't stand throwing it away. It still looks so good though. This one, trying to work with my Crayola markers, try to do something out of that. Working with 1950s fashion, I guess, I found on Pinterest, and I think it looked pretty cool. I really do like 1950s fashion. Let me know in the comments which kind of era of fashion you like. Maybe we can relate, I don't know. Here's more blobs, I guess. This guy's my favorite. Yeah. Kind of working with more watercolor, trying to work out how the skin would look. This is Little Nightmares fan art because I was watching Markiplier played it and it's so good. Here is, you know what, let me take this out. Okay, looks way better. I don't know if this is too bright, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Trying to design some prom dresses for Claire because I felt like she needs one. Just kind of like Claire in an Alice Angel outfit, I don't know. Singing Bermere Bistuche, I don't know how to spell France. Whatever, just ignore that. Here's my trip to Europe and I drew something out of that. Didn't really get the time to draw actually. This was when I was back from Europe and was super sick. It's just kind of like a vent, I don't know. Yeah. So this is kind of like a Copic experiment, trying to work with skin. It looks like Zelda, some of my friends say. This one is kind of like a watercolor experiment. I like how she turned out too. And I'm sorry if you can hear voices in the background. I am really not really care about this anymore. Just want to get this video done. So yeah. More watercolor studies. So this one is more Hamilton fan art because like why not? And here's a Has-Been Hotel fan art of Angel Dust. He's really cute. This is when I got my gouache and I was just trying to experiment with something with the gouache, and here's some swatches. Not the best, but you know. And this is when Mermaid happened, and not gonna lie, but I don't complete that challenge at all, and I really wanted to give it a shot, so yeah, that happened, and I didn't complete it, so whatever. Here's more mermaid doodles. I really like how this turned out though. Just wanted to draw a mermaid with a t-shirt. More mermaid doodle anatomy, I guess. Here's like this is kind of like the purple theme right here, and so yeah. Trying to work with two different colors and like the one that really complemented each other, so I did that. This mermaid was kind of inspired by Espeon, the Pokemon, you know. This one I was trying to do a Sylveon mermaid, the evolution one. Turned out really bad, so just don't look at that. And look at this instead. This is kind of like a, I don't know, mermaid version of Jolteon, but it doesn't really look like her, so whatever. Some blobs of mermaids. I try to turn most of the blobs into mermaids, so I did that. This was also featured in the Artist Struggles video, so link up here if you want to see that. I'm pretty sure, no, this wasn't my last mermaid art, I guess, but yeah. This was when Mindie and the Ink Machine Chapter 4 came out, so I need to do something about that. I really like Boris's design, like I love that mechanical arm. So yeah, more Mindie and the Ink Machine sketches. I use my Ecoline watercolors, like I thought it was ink, I didn't just get it. I used this guy, and I kind of act like that thing was India ink because India ink was so dang expensive, so I didn't buy that. I was like, oh, okay, let's get this instead. Works with that, and it does work pretty well. Yeah. A video idea that never came out, but still, I was debating on erasing this, but I was like, nah, you know what, let's just keep it in my sketchbook, why not? And this, I'm pretty sure, was my last mermaid art of that month, and I just, it's like, oh, that's it, I give up, so, yeah. This is a story idea of Medusa Queen. Yeah, and here's more story ideas. If you want to read that, sure, go ahead, you can pause the video. And the story name was called Sarpedon or Sarpedon or whatever you want to call it. It's like this name right here. So yeah. More Claire sketches because I figured I haven't drawn her in a while. Here's more character studies of that story. Trying to work out the king and queen. Yeah. Here's the queen's outfit. Just trying to work with color palettes too. It's kind of like a medieval outfit. I don't know. Looks cool. Pens, doodles. I really don't like this page, so whatever. This one is kind of like a landscape study of my school, I guess. But it looked really wonky, but whatever. Good try, I guess. More watercolor doodles. Here's more watercolors doodles at school. It's kind of like in kind of like a realistic style, but again, not at the same time. Still kind of have my own flair to it. And I really like these two. Once I finish this, I have to do the polar opposite, so I drew her. Didn't turn out the best, but can't complain. So there's still a lot more pages to fill. Can't keep this in frame. So here's more landscape studies of color palettes that I found online. Here's more sketches of the queen herself, or from that story, I guess. Yeah, in her Medusa form. And this one is just watercolor and gouache sketches. This one was really Loish inspired. I don't know, but yeah. And I was just don't really caring anymore. I just wanted to finish the sketchbook, and this one is probably my loosest one I've been so far. But whatever. Yeah. Kind of like a creepy doodle I did with the Ecoline watercolors and my brush pen. Sticker studies, or not sticker studies, kind of like sticker ideas, but I highlighted my two favorites. And this one is kind of like an LPS custom design that I never got around to doing. So I should really keep that in mind. This was around my birthday and I wanted to draw something, so I did. And I have my friends written around it. And if you're watching this, thanks. Yeah, give thumbs up. Thumbs up. Monochromatic Galaxy, which failed, whatever. More anatomy sketches. I kind of outlined each one to make it look more interesting. But yeah. Working with my watercolors again, but I try to work in the same style I did with this one, but it didn't really look as well, but I don't know, can't complain. And I try to work with metallic acrylic. I don't know if you can see that, but it does reflect. So yeah, I got my copper and pink, so trying to work something with that. This one is a dress design that my friend gave to me, and I try to recreate it as my own. I really do like it. So yeah. Here's Detroit Become Human. Very first fan art. It looked terrible, so let's just ignore that. More of my favorite cup boys. Yeah. More Bendy and the Ink Machine sketches. I don't know. I was just really in art block that day, and I was like, I don't know what to draw. Let's just draw Bendy, I guess. And so drew Henry, Bendy, Boris, and Alice Angel. Yeah. This one I don't really know what this is. It's kind of like working with my pastels. I kind of shaved it off and covered the page, like put some water on there, and then just drew something on top. Yeah. More expressions, because I figured I haven't done expressions in a while. This one is also featured in a recent video of mine, the working with black paper, I guess, and I'll have a link up here. You want to go check that out. Yeah. Here's more koi fish sketches, because around this time, I don't really know what I was thinking, but I really liked koi fishes for some reason, so I do a study of that. Whew, I'm getting really out of breath here. So yeah, here's more birds. I don't really know what this bird is called, but I named him Kiwi. I think it's cute. Oliver sketches. Try to work with a different style, and the style is with no nose, and I really like how it turned out. This is just like a doodle in Copic. More pen doodles. Try not to work with too much pencil at the time. This one really turned out bad, so I put a post-it on it. Kind of glued it on, you know, just covered up my mistakes. And this one I kind of worked with pencil first, and then I kind of got looser and looser with no more pencil, so yeah. Drew more Alice Angel because she's my fave. I did try cosplaying her at one time, so if you want to see my face featured in one of my videos, go check out the second episode of Mindie's Mystics video, because I did have my face in there somewhere. Back to Cuphead, I drew Blind Spectrum because I think he's cute. Try to stylize it. I really like how he turned out too. And Bendy and Cuphead because they're so cute together, like seriously. Drew nothing on that as my page because I can't really draw anything anyways. This one was featured in my, what is it called? The 3 characters video. This one turned out the best, so I stuck it in my sketchbook. Do some watercolor patterns. So, yeah. This one is kind of like a cat underwater. This one was inspired by Gel Arts. If you haven't, go check out her channel. I really recommend you do, because she does a lot of sketchbook tips and tricks, you know? So this one was inspired by her. This one's kind of like a galaxy, and the white parts I did with my Posca pens. This guy, if you were wondering. So, yeah. Oh, I don't know what that was. Well, but more blobs. Here's more blobs. And here is some watercolor. Geez, it's so loud. God, my neighbors really don't want to be quiet. But whatever, can't complain about them. But whatever, let's move on. So, here's more watercolor realisticness. I don't know. Trying to work with that. Yeah. More that story sketches. Here's designing another character in that story. I named her Abigail, but the story did shift at some point, and this character is still involved, but not like as the role anymore. But I named her Abigail instead of Vienna. I don't know why I named her Vienna. Some more sketches of her being a child. More Detroit Become Human fan art. I really don't like this guy. Like, whatever. The Connor's still cute though. Here, terrible pro tip. Can't draw the other eye, draw him with a broken eye. Like, seriously. So, whatever. This one was an idea I have in my head for a long while, and I just kind of wanted to draw it as like a waterfall as her hair. Simon from Detroit Become Human. I really don't like this page, but you guys can say otherwise. Here was just kind of like a doodle, I guess. Inspired by Drawing with Waffles video. I really like that video, so I kind of stole her leggings design. So, yeah. Landscape practice with more watercolor. And this one is kind of more landscapes with watercolor. Trying to really work with landscapes here. I'm working with colored pencils because I haven't touched them in so long. And I create this fella. This girl, and I did spray it with Mr. Super Clear, or I guess you guys can use like an adhesive spray or hairspray. I guess some of you guys may say that works. So I use my Mr. Super Clear because that's like the only thing I use that doesn't really smudge. So there's that. And this is drooping, so let me put on something under here. If you can name all these characters in the comments, I give you guys 50 points. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. More landscape practice. Really like how it turned out. More blobs. I kind of highlighted the one I liked. This one was another, I don't know, LPS custom mummy design of what I wanted to do. So there's that. I haven't get around it yet though. I really like the idea still. And this one is more Claire sketches. I did this around the time I went to the beach, which is when this video came out. Here's just some concept art, figuring out what I want to look like. And here is a sketch of, or the actual picture in the video. If you want to go see that video, it's up here. Draw this in your style challenge, baby. Yeah. This one is also another whatever. What's English? You know. This one is another draw this in your style challenge, and yeah, I really like how it turned out still. So there's that. And this is another blobs of the same color palette as this. Cat doodles. I don't really have any reference for any of these. I just drew them from memory, like seriously. Kind of highlighted the one I liked. More Claire expression. Trying to get a grasp of what expressions look like. Like how I drew expressions, they kind of just look Barbie faced. So yeah, trying to work with that. Here's some color palette things I wanted to do. Koi fish, watercolors. Yeah, trying to work with like the shading and stuff. More landscapes, and this one is from the trip I went swimming with my friend, and I have like a funny clip at the end of the video. If you want to see that, stay till the end of the video. So yeah, do some tricks in swimming suits. Studies and more crystal studies. Watercolor roses. Kind of like, I I see this thing on Pinterest and I'm like, I have to do that. So I did it. I think it looked really cool. I really like how this one turned out, and also this rose. I used reference for all of them except for this guy. Yeah. This one is the Draw This in Your Style challenge I tried on Instagram. This was my very own version. If you want to redraw this, you can. Let me know if you redraw this. Coming to the end of the sketchbook here. And this one is a last minute sketch. And I kind of designed a character. So I designed her and her Frankenstein friend. And I named her Melody, Cassandra, and Junia Winona. So, yeah. And this really looks like headphones, and I think it's kind of funny. She took her head off and she just kind of like charged herself with these two things, like as she sleeps. And here's the end of the sketchbook. Thank you so much for looking through my sketchbook. So, yeah, not really liking the final page of this, but whatever. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching this video and going through this long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed me flipping through my sketchbook, and I cannot wait to finish my 7th sketchbook, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. So anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel if you want more art videos. So anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.